to help you to make that green. Yo, they gotta let your crypto king showing you how to invest to live your dreams. So for those of you who wanna make that change, you need some crypto to help you to make that green. Yo.
What is up, crypto fam? We are back. Markets are dipping, but we are not scared because we got some alpha. B-Roots is going to be dropping some TA. We're going to just be talking about the climate of what's going on. B-Roots, happy Thursday, my man. How you doing?
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy, B-Roots, and I'm not scared.
Don't be scared, homie.
Don't be scared if you're in this crypto game, because if you're in this crypto game and you're scared, you're going to get demolished.
Too much nervous energy.
This is not for you if you're nervous and you're freaking out. Hey, man, we need to get rid of this crypto sign, man. It's messing up my...
No nervous energy, bro.
Let's get
you want me to drop that real quick for you?
Yeah.
Bam! Look at that.
There it is. See that money belt? You see that money belt right there? That's right. You're covering up the money
I'm zooming
belt,
in on that Pulsechain game plan, though, for real.
You're seeing nothing but a calendar right there, bro.
All right, well, what is up, everyone in the house? Make sure you guys smash that like button, guys. It's absolutely free. Let's bump this up. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin market conditions. We're going to be talking about Pulsechain. Then we don't usually talk about news, but you know, BlackRock, they got some big money. So we're going to just be mainly talking about what big money's doing. But guess what? Big money, bots, follow TA. So we're going to be getting into some TA. Let me go ahead and put this banner up real quick before we get going. Man, I got so many banners. I got to just delete a bunch, but there we go. Like and subscribe to the Crypto Kings YouTube channel, guys. Let's get this up. We got 101 people in the house. Let me give you just a few shout outs before we get the show going. What up, Jamel? He's always in here saying B-Roots is right. Look at him. Every time this guy shows up. Pulse Reflections in the house. That chart's looking nice. I like what I see over there, guys. We got Less Banking in the house. Of course, we got Dixon moderating as usual. We appreciate you, Dixon. Hexy Salty Boy. Are you salty, Hexy Boy? Anyways, man, guys, we have an action-packed show, man. It's been a little bit. I feel like you know, I feel like it was just Monday, but time in crypto seems like it goes so slow or fast. It's like when the markets are down, it's so slow. And when the markets are up, it's like you blink and it's like 2 weeks is gone, a month is gone, and it's just going over. B-Roots calls me, I'm cyclical, and so are these markets. And we're going to be talking about that today. But guys, let me pull up something else. I can't find it. I'll make it the banner in a minute. But B-Roots, what do you want to talk about first, man? What's on your mind right now? What are you looking at? Bitcoin's flirting with that 25K. It's dropping down. It's going over. I know you're looking at some charts right now, but we got to get these likes up before we do that TA.
Yeah, when I see 100 people in here waiting, I should see minimum 75% likes. So B-Roots' followers, probably 25% haters, 75% lovers. So I'm going to give that the benefit of the doubt. So at least see 75 likes in here right now. And it's ticking up as people start coming in. But I think it's going to be a very good stream. I think we're going to get a lot of alpha out there, some repetitive alpha, but you're going to see all this stuff come together. I've been drawing these lines of where we see Bitcoin going at months ago. And the more you see this, the more you watch, the more you pay attention to the alpha that's being given to you, the more you will learn and see what's going on. So you're putting your hours in the game. I've got well over 1,000 hours in the crypto game. So if you're new to this game, this is where you put in the time and you spend the hour just learning the alpha of the people that are more experienced than you. For free, by the way. For free. So that's right. Make sure you smash the like button. I want to see 75 in there. And if you don't like us and you are one of the 25% of people, so the 25 people that don't like the Crypto Kings, hit the like button 3 times. If you don't like us, hit the dislike button, the thumbs down button, hit it 3 times. Show me how much you really don't like the Crypto Kings by hitting the dislike button 3 times.
I think they took that
might be
button
4
away.
times, because if you hit it once, it's a thumbs down. Hit it twice, it's a thumbs up. 4 times.
I
Four
think you
times.
put the dislike button away.
If you hit the
But-
is it gone?
Yeah, man. They took it away because
I only give people thumbs up, man. Because if you got time in your day to fucking just spend
Make some
time and give
videos.
people some alpha, and it might not be alpha, you might absolutely suck, but you're at least trying.
Yeah, man.
Let the market say that you suck, not you.
Yeah, absolutely. We got some news in the media today, and usually we're not paying attention to news, but this is kind of a big deal. You got big money, one of the biggest. I mean, Vanguard and BlackRock. These guys are worth trillions, like 8.4 trillion dollars. They own 99% of all big companies in this country. They literally are the biggest companies in the world right here, the biggest monies. And they are moving funds over to be able to invest in crypto. Now, just coincidentally, the crypto markets took a huge dip all of a sudden with Gary Gensler coming after Binance, coming after Coinbase, scaring American investors that they might not be able to cash out their crypto because we need centralized exchanges. We never keep our money on centralized exchanges, but we need them as an on and off ramp. So if that gets taken away, that is dangerous. We'll find a way. There's other exchanges out there, obviously, but these are the two biggest. Most of you guys probably cash in with those centralized exchanges. I know I do. But it's too coincidental, man. You got Gary Gensler flooding it up. The markets take a dip. Now you got BlackRock moving big money. And it's all going to be with TA. Like I said before, bots and big money use TA. Smart people in crypto use TA. I'm trying to use TA. We're all trying to figure out TA. You should be. At first, I was a denier. And then I saw, because there's always those black swan events that can throw the TA off or some bullish announcement that just skyrockets it. But for the most part, TA gives you're just running around with a chicken with your head cut off if you're not using TA, or at least have some kind of plan to base your trades off of. You're not just blindly selling based off your emotions. That never works out because these markets prey on people's emotions. They're literally, I think it was Citadel came out, and I know that's more stocks, but they have softwares and AI that literally prey on your emotions. So you best believe in crypto. It's the same deal. I'm excited to see the TA where we're at now. I think we broke that line. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see what the TA is saying, because I see with the news, I see all that nervous energy on Twitter and the crypto sphere. But we have some positive news today, and I want to see what the TA says about it. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it's interesting just on the TA side that BlackRock comes out with this news and Bitcoin dumps, the market dumps. So that shows you right there. This whole game is it's all psyche, like it's your psychological trading. You would think that it'd be pumping and there'd be bullish news, and you're like, yeah, it goes up. No, that shows me that the market is not ready to go up yet. So we were still in that sideways market, because in a bull market, that thing would pump over above $30,000. But you're not getting that right now. So it's lining up, in my opinion. The BlackRock news is lining up. You ready for this? For a future buy the rumor, sell the news event. It's that simple. Whether that event happens during the bull run or whether that event happens at the end of a bull run, there will be a massive correction when, not if, but when BlackRock gets approved of that. Because if there's anyone getting approved of an ETF, it is BlackRock. So the fact that the market's going down, the crypto market's going down, and then you have the stock market going up and booming, just shows you that it's nothing but playing with your emotions. And you have to take the emotions out, throw it out the window. Take the emotions right here, like bam, take it, and just throw it out the window. Don't think about it. Don't worry about it. If your goal to get out of the market or take profits has not happened yet, you shouldn't be affected by the emotions of the market, because everybody else will be.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. It's going to be interesting just how these next few weeks play out. I mean, literally, B-Roots knows this. I am selling a rental property that I have, my rental, to be able to buy more crypto. I'm going all in. And as these markets continue, I feel like the gains won't be as exponential. It's not going to be as easy. There's always people trying to outsmart you, but you have to, at the end of the day, take high risks to get those high rewards, especially as we are in. How many bull cycles have there been? Let me see.
It's the fourth one.
The fourth one. We are in number 4.
2008, 16, 20, 24 is the halving. So this is your fourth one.
So we are in the 4th bull market of crypto. Every bull market that goes by, there are obviously coins that are higher caps. More of the blue chips, they do not go up as much. You have the new L1s like Pulsechain that can do crazy X's. But at the end of the day, you have to take bigger risks. There's more mouths to be fed with about 50,000 cryptocurrencies out there to buy right now. So there's more choices, more money getting spread out in different areas. Can you imagine, B-Roots, like being all in crypto in 2008 and just sitting there? Like if you knew what you knew in the position that you're in 2008, we wouldn't be on this show right now.
Nobody, I don't think anybody went all in. Mainly because there really wasn't really anywhere to buy it in 2008. So you basically mined it for free. You know, you could mine it on your computer for free at that time. You didn't have to have an ASIC miner or anything like that back then. So no one was really going all in until you saw exchanges and stuff pop up. Let's just say maybe you could have went all in maybe 2013 and 15 when Mt. Gox came out. But if you did that and you kept all your coins in Mt. Gox, you're all out. so I mean, it's a tough game to play. To say go all in, I think right now, you know, main people are going all in, such as you're doing right now. You know, selling a rental property, you see the opportunity that's ahead of you. So instead of you going with your initial investment, you're like, hey, the price is down. I'm not making, you know, I'm making what, $500 to $1,000 on this rental property a month. Well, I think the market's going to go crazy within the next 2 years. So what's the most I can make out of that rental property? $24,000. Okay, so can I make more than $24,000 by selling this rental property, taking the equity that I have that, putting it in the market right now, and hopefully I can 2x it. And bam, right there. You put $100,000 or whatever that amount is into the market, you 2x it, and then boom, you're already 4 times the amount that you would have made in that equity out of that property. Just like that. Bam, on a 2x. Anything more, you're just going crazy. And that's what I did with my Roth IRA. I spoke about it on Lit's channel. My life is awesome channel. And I said, yeah, I took out my Roth IRA because I was just like, and it wasn't that much. I didn't have that much, but it was still the fact that it was like, all right, I've got this money sitting here. It's $30,000 sitting here, and it's making me, you know, a little bit of money per month. I'm drinking the 401k Roth IRA government Kool-Aid, like just drinking it hardcore. And then I was like, you know what, man, let me just take a risk with it. And then you threw it in there, and then bam, multiple X's. I don't even know how much is in my 401k. I haven't looked at that thing in like 2 years. I don't care. Doesn't matter. So yeah, you're taking opportunities. You're taking that chance right now, and now is the best time. The market really hasn't went up that much yet. So we're just doing a sideways market. Those who take the time to really, and I'm not telling you to take out a loan. I'm not telling you to sell your house. I'm not telling you to sell your car. I'm not telling you to do that. But for those who have the ability, who have the risk level, who have the confidence to say, you know what, one more run, I think it can happen. And when you see someone like BlackRock get into the game and try to do it, you know there will be at least, not financial advice, but one more run. Whether BlackRock is in it for the short term or not, whether they just know that they're going to get denied an ETF, but for the fact that BlackRock knows that they're in and they can get buying up Bitcoin right now, I believe there will be at least one more run.
And when you say and when you say one more run, you're talking about one more Wild West freaking crazy crypto cowboys epic parabolic run?
I take it cycle by cycle. You have to. I'm not a fan. Now I may be wrong. Like, for example, let's just talk Hex real quick. Since we got a big, Hex Pulsechain fan community. So 15 years. For me to say I'm confident to put a bunch of money and stake it out 15 years, to me is crazy. I'm like, nah, bro. Anything can happen in the next freaking day in crypto, let alone 15 years. Now, at the same time, I can't believe I've been in this game for 9.5 years. It went fast just like that. So if I got in, say Hex was out in 2008, I only got another 6 years for that. That's another 2 cycles. So it does go by fast, but I like to take it cycle by cycle because at any time this thing can get outlawed. We don't know what's going to happen. This stuff goes to zero. There's a bug in Bitcoin and it gets out there and then, start minting new coins, blah, blah, blah. That's it. It's over.
Yeah.
If Bitcoin screws up somehow, some way, it's over. Right now, we're at the point where if Ethereum kind of gets screwed up some way, it's over for altcoins. Like, there ain't gonna be no confidence in altcoins if Ethereum go down. Bitcoin will still have its heyday because it's a completely different type of chain now. But Bitcoin represents pretty much the whole market. If Bitcoin goes down, everything's going down, in my opinion. If Ethereum goes down, it goes down. The altcoins go down, not Bitcoin. So when I see that, I'm taking it cycle by cycle. That's simple.
Yeah.
I take it cycle by cycle. Majority of my money that I'm going in and out of will be. But I will follow my laws and meme coins, and I will hold a bag just in case I am incorrect. And that's why I do have stakes out to 15 years. Because if I'm incorrect, I win. But if they're incorrect, I still win. Yeah. That's how I like to look at it.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. And, I think the best thing you can do right now is just educate yourself, is just prepare yourself, is, to find money that literally you're willing to lose, that won't break you. Like I'm saying, I'm selling my rental and, I am willing to lose the portion of that I'm putting into crypto. And, you have to have that mindset because if not, you're going to trade emotional. You're going to be emotional. I have a plan set. Say it does a 20x or something, and I take out a 10, or I take out half. So with this bull run, like we're just talking about, you're taking it cycle by cycle. There are indicators showing that we are going to have a very nice bull run. And obviously, the newer chain, which is Pulsechain, is probably more likely going to do more X's than the other chains. But you're going to find altcoins. You're going to find L1s that we're not even talking about or know about probably that are going to do tons of X's. But needless to say, bro, is right now, prepare yourself. If you have extra funds, stop spending extra money. Get ready for the bull run. This is one of the only times that I've felt safe in the past years to tell when people ask me, hey, when is a good time to invest in crypto? And I tell them now is probably one of your best chances. Obviously, guys, it's not financial advice on this show. It's for entertainment purposes. But I am confident to tell some certain people that I'm close to that are willing to lose the money that now is the time because we are setting ourselves up. And, we have the halvening. What is it now of Bitcoin? We're under a year.
April 15th, 2024.
So we're way under. We're 10 months away-ish. So, there might be a buy the rumor, sell the news with that, but you always get, a nice run after that as well, usually in the past. So shout out to ML for the $50 donation. He said Ethereum FOMO mode hit 10,468 ETH. How high will it go on Pulsechain? Pulse FOMO com. I don't really know what that means. Do you?
Pulse FOMO.
Pulse FOMO. Is that a coin or Pulse FOMO hit? How high will Pulsechain go?
Yeah, show us give us a ticker, and then we can bring that up.
Yeah, we'll bring that up. But I think we got enough likes. We got 161 people in the room right now. How many likes we have, Beards? Did you check?
We are at wrong video. We're sitting at 103. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get this thing going, man.
Let's go.
Y'all better not be buying likes on my channel either.
Can you do that?
Hell yeah, you can do that. There's so many fake channels out there, fake likes, and
fake subscribers, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right, let's go here. Let me see here. Share my screen.
Crypto Mac Dre said he's pumping those likes.
Bam.
All right, let's see what we got.
So these lines were created months ago, not weeks ago. And yes, we are under that line.
We broke down.
Barely broke down that line. Right on the news, though, too. The CPI meeting news. You know, BlackRock try to save it a little bit. No. But personally, you could probably draw a line right here at 24K. I would probably say 23.3. So you could draw a line here. We're going to add a line to this.
Would you draw a line too at those two tops? Like they look pretty even, like right there.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that it gets further than that.
Okay.
It's gonna scare you more than that. So you got a line right here you can draw. Turn this blue. Let's see here. It's not going to let me draw. How freaking turn blue. Well, regardless, I'll turn blue later. What that is you see a point right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is a possibility also that you want to throw in there that it could hit. This would be a bounce, though, in my opinion. So this would be a slight bounce right here. Actually, I'd probably bring it up a little bit more. All right. TA Live, peeps. There you go. That's a little better. But I still think right here. So I'm going to get rid of that. And I think right here. I think these lines right here is where it's coming from. Because this is why. All right, so 23, 24 is a good number. But where is everybody going to get the most fear at? 20. 20 has been a number. And we got to go to the monthly channel to really kind of show you what I'm talking about. From bull markets. So you got right here. This was the top of the 2018 run right here. 2017, 2018 run. So when you have that, and then you break out of that area, and then you came down that area, broke up away from it, but came down even further, then broke out. It's a very good retest area. So that's why I want to see this area retested. Because what that does is that tells the market, okay, we're good to go back. We're good to go up now. So that's why I drew these lines months ago that said, I do think we come back and retest this area because this goes all the way back to 2018. This price area is very important. So if there's any buy the dip area, if there's any type of area that will scare people to make you say, we're going back to 11K, we're going back to 10K, it's over. It's playing around with this 20K to 21K, maybe 22 area. That right here is the golden pocket, what I like to call, like where everything can just get bought up and just whoop, make its way back around. It's going to take some time. It's not going to happen right away. When you're looking at the weekly schedule, you know, I would say Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. That went up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 capitulation week. All right. I'm gonna make a prediction. Now this is some very, very throw the dart type things, but I'm going off of a type of TA that is called I forgot the name of it. Man, it's gonna bug me. Either way, it's based off of momentum, and what it is you count 9 candles. It has to be lower than the previous four candles. So when I count over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's a 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me try that again. Make sure I'm correct though. Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's higher. 1, 2, 3. That's lower. So it starts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. July 3rd to July 10th will be a very, very important week. July 3rd to 10th. We'll make it nice and pink. What color should we make that? Orange. Let's make it orange. And that is 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'll make a line. That's 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. Move this over. So we'll put that right there. So what that is, that's just showing you where July 3rd is right there. So, and I'll figure out how to make that orange. That's the time, I think. And I think whether there's going to be a capitulation somewhere in this time frame. And when I say capitulation, maybe we come up here, we flirt right here, and then we roll over and scare the crap out of everybody. That's very possible. Or we just kind of creep up and just, that's when we start going up. But I do think sometime between these days right here, and it's funny because that's a holiday weekend too, July 4th time. So that could scare people the week after that. But here, you ready for this? That's the halfway in point between sell and way, go away also. So these are one of the things that you always got to think about. What is this market going to do? I am going to prepare mentally for it. I am letting you know that I think that I can go anywhere between 20K to 22K. So whatever I hear in the news, I don't care. Doesn't matter. So that's where I think. Here, I'm going to come up with that name so you guys can look it up. Starts with a T, sequential 1 to 9 candles. Time to mark. Yeah, TD sequential. Time to Marcus.
What is it called?
TD sequential.
TD sequential TA.
TA. So what that does is it teaches you momentum. And usually anywhere from the 9th to the 12th candle, there is a capitulation candle. Somehow this works in TA. But just how I say in the laws of meme coins, days 6, 7, and 8, 6 and 7 are usually the days you want to take profit. That's kind of how the TD sequential works also, but it's for larger assets. But when you're looking at the weekly time frame, there is a TD sequential happening right now. So it has to be lower than the 4th previous candle. So you see this right here? I count here. The closing of this candle is 29,235. I go to the left 4 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4. The close of this candle, 28,186. So this candle is actually higher, so it doesn't start the countdown. This candle right here, 28,472. 1, 2, 3, 4. 28,340. So this candle's higher. So 1, this starts a red candle. The close of this candle, 26,933. Go over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 30,000. All right. We start off our countdown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Anywhere from 9 to 12 is going to be a capitulation. Usually it happens on the 9th candle. There's a capitulation. And then a rebound. So that's kind of how that works. 9 to 12 candles usually. So let's look at this right here. We'll do a little TA lesson. This wasn't in my plans, but kind of came out. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, the candle starts right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rebound. So as you can see, there's the capitulation candle. Whop, and then it rebounds up. Now it doesn't tell you you're going to rebound to all time highs. It just tells you, hey, the momentum has been going down way too long. The buyers are going to kick in because it's just not just going to go down forever. The buyers are going to kick in. It happens anywhere from 9 weeks to 12 weeks, 9 days to 12 days. 4 hours, like you can do it with any time frame. The TD sequential just works. It's just like me saying the laws of meme coins. Why does it work? I don't know. I don't care. It just works.
It just works.
Exactly. So those are the 2 things that I use: TD sequential and support and resistance lines. But here's another reason: I don't think this thing is going down to new all-time lows. I don't think we're going to go down for another 6 weeks and just go down to 11,000, 10,000. I don't see that happening. So I see maybe you play with this line a little bit, start to give in. Maybe on the 3rd and the 10th, everyone's freaking out. Capitulation. Everyone's scared. We're going down to new all-time lows. But don't forget, peeps, I drew these lines months ago. And there's one line that will save the crypto market from anything.
300 week.
And 300 week moving average. And it is creeping on up.
And that's why looking at this TA, I don't think we're going to hit 20K, but because by the time July 3rd to 10th comes around, that 300 week moving average is going to be up probably above 20K. And from what we've been watching just this whole time that we've been together, it gets front ramp.
Yeah.
And I mean, if it does break below it.
There's a guy, this is hilarious. I said something about the 300 week moving. Let me see if I can bring him up because I know what tweet it is. There's a guy that said, oh, the 300 week. I've been following the 200 week. And I'm going to show you this, why you should never, ever debate with Moon King Beavers.
He's got receipts
on Twitter because I will show.
I think it's important too, Beavers, that people mentally prepare themselves, not only mentally but financially, for both scenarios. Maybe don't put all your money in that you're going to buy. Save some for that area, but also have enough in that if this market just took off, if this thing turned to a cup and handle and just sent, would you be okay with what you have right now currently?
Yeah, that's why I made that tweet over the weekend, I believe, where I said if Pulsechain, if that was a low of Pulsechain, would you be excited that you had enough? Like, do you have enough? Are you happy with your position right now? Because something like Pulsechain, you never know when that thing flies up.
What if you're never happy?
Well, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn to be happy. You're gonna learn.
That's that greed, right? I'm never happy. Or when it goes up, man, I should have bought more. When it goes down, man, I should have sold. You can always play that game.
Well, someone said the 200 week matters the most, and I said no, it doesn't. You know what the 200 week happened to the 200 week here? Look at that.
It got
Remember,
smashed.
I made that green line yesterday.
It just broke it again.
I made this line the last episode, and I said this is the 200 week moving average, and everybody, because we were talking about 200 week moving average, 300 week moving average, and I was saying, hey, the 200 week moving average is weak. It used to not be weak.
Well, like 5 years ago, it used to be on point.
Correct. So when you look at the 200 week moving average, look at that. It used to bounce off the 200 week average back in the day. Bam, bam, and then it got weak Look how weak it is now. Woo. It's going through it like just like nothing right now. But the 300-week moving average, boom. It got weak there, but boom, now it's getting strong. Here's the thing. What if B Roots is wrong? And it's very possible B Roots is wrong. B Roots is right. B Roots is always right, but B Roots sets you up for success just in case he's wrong. There's a slight chance I'm wrong. I don't think it is, because in capitulation for time, we've been going through this bear market for a long time. The halving is right around the corner. Time-wise, we're ready to be sideways and start going back up. However, price-wise, this 300-week moving average has been sliced through. But so is the 200-week moving average. It got sliced through and then went up. So we got sliced through. Do we just hit off of it and go up? Or are you ready for this? Or are you ready for this?
Uh-oh.
Here's your worst case scenario, man. I gotta give it to you.
Yeah, no, it's
good
to mentally
worst case scenario. I don't see this happening. But
we're gonna have to go off the 400-week moving average.
There it is. The worst case scenario is the 400-week moving average.
Oh gosh.
And that's
sitting at in 3-5 years, B-Roots, we'll be going off the 400-week moving average for the next cycle, right?
Yeah.
If it continues.
15,395. These are really, I would even take this out. This doesn't matter anymore. I'm just sorry. 200-week moving average doesn't matter anymore. It's dead.
Gone. See ya.
It's dead. The worst case scenario is the 400.
What about the 500?
No.
11K and pray, bro.
No. 11K is not coming. Just that's simple. It's not coming. So if I'm wrong and the 300 doesn't go, right now we are absolute low with 15,479. The 400-week moving average is at 15,395.
Because look, if you look at history, when the 200-week moving average got broken before the bull market, it touched or slightly touched. I can't really tell from this screen.
It got front ran.
The 300-week moving
really
average.
Zoom in.
Oh yeah, it got
really zoom in. You see that it gets front ran.
So does the 400-week moving average get front ran? Does it break the 300 again before we take off?
It's possible.
Like history, right?
Yeah, history states that. Here's the thing. You ready for this? The reason I don't like that is because this happened and it just went and gave you no time. So the Bitcoin halving was in April, I believe, of 2020. So this gave us 1 year and then a big bounce and then a year and a half of bull market run. If that happens, it's going to go fast. It's going to be very fast. Similar to this cycle, how we bam and just said, see you, we're out of here. Goodbye. And 1 year later, we were at 64,000. Literally, almost a year later from the halving, we're sitting at 64,000, the all-time high. So if this happens, I don't think this would happen. See, this is what I say. If that plays out, I would see a big bounce off of here and then a rollover to the 300-week, to the 400-week moving average. Then the 300-week gets weak and then the 400-week becomes the new strong point. I could see that. But I don't see it happening now because then that means we bam, and then we just go. And I don't, the timing doesn't match up with that. The timing and the price action has to match up. Why? It could change, but it's been what's been happening since the beginning of time. So I don't see the cycles changing. Until it changes, then come talk to me. So worst case scenario, 400-week moving average. But guess what? By the time it gets to there, we're already going to be above our previous low. And I don't even see that becoming an issue this time around.
Yeah, definitely. Big shout out to GooGod for the $50 donation. We will bring up that chart in a bit. Just some good questions though, B-Roots. Just a few questions. What are the chances that of a triple top then go down?
If a triple top happens, it's going to be during the bull market. So I actually have that in one of my scenarios, that it is a triple top, because when you do a triple top, let me show you here. You want to look at it from a higher perspective, or excuse me, higher time frame. So when I look at the monthly chart, a triple top, let's say 2025, this would be a triple top. You could go to, let's see what this percentage is from here. Damn. So that was a 6% difference. So let's say we do let's say a 12% difference. So 6% difference would be 73,000, and 12% difference would be 80,000. So if we went up to here, and did that, like, let's just say 2025, let's just say, like, right here. And we came here, bam, 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 bam. That would look like a triple top, wouldn't it? It absolutely would. Because you have to zoom out to see it. So let's go 6-month chart.
Blow off top?
Wouldn't it look like a triple top from the 6-month chart? Absolutely. Bam, bam, bam. Absolutely, that would look like a triple top. So as you zoom out, it sounds more realistic. And that's why I said, don't be surprised if Bitcoin doesn't even get to 100K. It doesn't need to for the big boys to make it. If BlackRock is getting down in here and they buy in with $50 billion, all they need is a 2 or 3x from here. 75,000, there it is. Triple top. And they just turned 50 billion into 150 billion, just like that. Matter of 2 years, 3 years. They don't need a 100x, 20x. Those are little people numbers. And you ready for this? The game of Bitcoin is no longer for the little people. You got to take a little more risk. You got to look at the pulse chains. You got to look at the meme coins. You got to look at the pulse X's. You got to look at the new fresh stuff to make it. It ain't Bitcoin no more. Them days is over. Those days was way back here. It isn't even an Ethereum anymore. Ethereum's on its third cycle. When you went from here, the 3,000 to 60,000, that was the third cycle of Bitcoin. Congratulations on your 20x. Not bad. It's more than you would get to regular markets. But now you're in your fourth, and the big boys are in. Same thing with Ethereum. It's on their third. Maybe you get what? 10x from the all-time low. If you're lucky, it's just not. It ain't worth it anymore for the average person. So you got to go down lower. That's why you got to get that new fresh stuff. That's why I always say, stop being a maxi. Don't be a maxi. Why don't you want to be a maxi? Because after a while, that parabolic rise starts to go away, diminishing returns. So,
yes, sir. Yeah, that makes sense. And then we had just a question from Dixon, and then we will bring up the Pulsechain chart as well as Guga. We see the Reaper chart. We'll check that out. It says, Dear B-Roots, can you talk about how the laws of meme coins worked on the Hex chart, but on the monthly? What were some of the lessons you took away from that interesting discovery? Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, let me bring it up. I made a tweet about it. Because a lot of Hexicans say,
what do they say?
Meme coins suck. You're going to get wrecked. It's a scam. But Hex is down 99%. So actually, SHIB's not even down 99% from the all-time high. So something that came in at the same time, the meme coin itself and SHIB is down. Let's see here. CoinGecko. SHIB. I love this argument, by the way. Like, I can go all day and just demolish anyone that goes to this argument. SHIB is down 92% from all-time high. So Hex is down 98.59% from all-time high, and it did go past 99%. So laws of meme coins, and I made the tweet today that every coin is a meme coin, including Bitcoin. But when you look at the laws of meme coins on Hex, present, share screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sell, take profit.
I don't see
anywhere.
You don't see your screen. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, take profit. So you say, well, that's a month and it went up and going up there and this and that. Well, you would be looking at the monthly saying, okay, this thing's getting a little too parabolic. It's getting too big. 6 works, 5, 6 works a lot. I'd take it on the 5th candle. If you took it on the 5th candle, you would have timed out the top. If you decided to take it on the 6th candle, you had anywhere from 40 cents to 46 cents. So why does that make sense? Well, if you look at the weekly on the top, 4 cents to 46 cents. So you had 1 week.
4, 5. Hold on. Count that out.
No.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
Yeah.
Bam.
You would have hit it on the weekly too. This is new. This is new information. I'm just telling you, it works. I don't care why. It just works. For some reason, everybody in crypto is a pleb. Everybody in crypto is emotional. Everybody. And for some reason, whether you're talking about a meme coin, a large cap where you're looking at the weekly or the monthly, you only can hold that bag for so long and your emotions come to play, and it happens to be the 6th candle. It's just that simple. So during that 6th monthly candle and the weekly, you could have sold here, could have sold here, you could have sold here, you could have sold here, and that's all the time you had. So literally 1, 2, 3 weeks. If you were just looking at the monthly, you had 3 weeks to sell this type of candle because it was going up and down on the monthly chart. 3 weeks to sell a 6. So let's say you were dumb and you were trying to go in, but you're following the laws of meme coins, but you were really like, I am all about this, but the laws of meme coins is just right. So I'm going to take my profits. Let's say you sold and all you had was $1,000. Let's say you didn't have that much money. You had $100 in. You 10x'd it. You heard about the sacrifice. You sacrificed your money. You 10x'd it. So now you got $1,000 worth of Hex. $1,000 worth of Hex at 40 cents. You had 400 Hex at that time. 400. Now let's say you sold that $1,000 at 40 cents and waited to get in. Let's just say here. Let's say you started front running this and you were like, all right, bro, like it's going back up to all-time highs. Pulsechain sacrifice about to come in. It's going back to all-time highs. Let me sell. Let me get back in here. That $1,000 divided by 23 cents. You now have 4,347 Hex. But wait, what if you had the utmost patience and you said, you know what? I'm going to wait until a year after the Bitcoin halving, a couple months after the Bitcoin, before the Bitcoin halving and get in. And you got in, let's just say, this week right here. And you bought this dip right here. That low was at 1 cent. And I'm cherry picking people. I'm giving you all different opportunities because you kept here. You kept your 400 Hex. You came all the way down here. You still only have 400 Hex. Now, if you staked it, congratulations. You got like 420 Hex, 430 Hex. Like you don't have much. So you take that $1,000 and you now divide that by 0.01. You now have 100,000 Hex. Imagine if you stake that from your 400 hex. But wait, let's say you was like, you forgot about hex. You're like, I'm over hex, you know, I'm done with it. You went on a vacation. You're cool. You didn't pay attention to crypto. And then you heard Pulsechain came out. And you're like, oh man, I remember that from back then. And you got in right now at 0.0073. That 1,000 divided by 0.0073, 136,986 hex from that $1,000 up here. Now, if you stake it out for a year or two, you got way more T shares, you got way more hex, and you got way more gains for when it goes back up during the next bull cycle. Now, here's the key. There's no guarantee that this is going to create a new high. But I tell you one thing, if you got in that 150,000 hex, and let's say you're like, all right, I'm going to sell when we get close to the all-time high at 50 cents, that 136,000 hex, you divide that by 2, it is now worth $68,493 from 1,000.
Wow.
And that does not include you staking out for a year or two. So you probably could add another 10, 20% onto that. So that's how I say the laws of meme coins work. Know the cycles. We all know the cycles. So if you don't want to do that, if you don't have the testicular
He said testosterone.
The testicular attributes to be able to hold. Your balls aren't made of steel.
Your ovaries.
You don't have the diamond hands. You got ovaries instead of testiculars.
Or
testicles.
diamond ovaries.
I'm going on all the different names for testicles.
But I'm usually the one roasting names.
You don't have what it takes. It's okay to stake. That's what it's there for. But here's the thing. You better learn the cycles. You better study these charts. Understand what's going on. Because if you learn the cycles, I'm going to tell you right now, those whales, those squids, those sharks, they're doing this. They're not telling you what they're doing. I'm just going to tell you how it is. They know the cycles. They're staking around the cycles, but they tell you to do something different. So those are the facts. The facts. Yes, they do 15-year cycles, but they also have, see, this is what they do. They don't tell you this. They stake 15, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, this and this and this and this, and they stake out. They tell you to stake out, stake out, stake out. But they have a liquid bag to where they can cash out during the cycles. That's what they're not telling you.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
So don't drink all the Kool-Aid. Drink the Kool-Aid. Play the game. Stake. Do your portfolio. Do your ladders. You can absolutely 1,000% do it. But you can also do ladders based around the Bitcoin cycle. And you have all that information to you to tell you about when the Bitcoin cycle is going to top out. You don't have to know exactly when, because you can front run that about when that Bitcoin cycle is going to top out. It's not hard, guys. It's not out. It's fifth grade math, people. It's not hard. Don't make it hard.
Absolutely, man. All right. Well, you're gonna like this comment.
You guys must be listening to Somni. I mean, I listened to him. I just started listening to him. That dude's awesome, man.
Yeah, Somni's the man. Shout out to him. Very like-minded as you, Beards. Obviously, you guys have your own style, but yeah, I mean, he's definitely knows what he's talking about. All right, well, let's. We got Goo Guy who wants us to bring up a chart, and then
actually, let me talk on that real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's very few people that tell you the truth. When you say you must be listening to Somni, Somni is an OG. I'm an OG. The only difference is not all OGs tell you the truth and what's going on. So it's not that Somni knows the answer. It's not that I know the answer. A lot of people know the answer. Many of you are just new and you don't know the answer. There's very few people that is giving you the answer. The question is, do you retain that information and then see it happen and then be like, Okay, now I see what's going on. Now, guess what? You know the answer. And that's what I mean by like you taking the information that the OGs are telling you and make it your own and do your own thing. So it's not that one's listening to one or the other. It's really more that one's experienced the exact same as the other person, and they were like, aha, this is what's going on. And they're willing to tell other people what's going on. But just like I said earlier, there's a lot of people that will tell you one thing, but do a whole different other thing. And that's not B Roots, and that's not Ian, and that's not Somni. Somni's the crypto king, man.
He's an OG for sure, man. The guy's winning in this game 100% and knows his stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, let's I mean, we can bring up the Pulsechain chart. I mean, when do you think that's going to bounce? Obviously, man, it's having a nice little like bounce up right now. I mean, nothing crazy, but I'm like, please go back down. I mean, I think it's going to, and the only reason I say that is obviously I want to get a better entry point, but either way, I'm happy with getting it anywhere near this where we're at right now.
PLS, our pulse, 17.5. Who knows? Well, there's two things I want to talk about with Pulsechain. Share screen, wrap pulse. So, can you see it?
Yeah. Let me move this.
So if you remember, I made a chart. Let me get out of that. Squeeze that down.
Bring it up on TradingView. It's not there yet, is it?
I mean, if it is, it's not going to show at the beginning. So
yeah,
we had right here, and we went up. And I said, what I want to see is this W out. I said that, I believe, this week because we hit off the mountain and then we bounced up. And I said, I wanted to see us W out. But instead, we got this, a lower low. So that wasn't bullish in my mind. And I said, you know what I want to see really? I wanted to get below that line, that red line. And guess what? We're below it. My number was that right there, that 6.5, where I wanted to see that because I wanted to front run that number. So as you can see, this wick right here wants to be retested. That wick. There's a lot of buying up action. They need to be retested. How much diamond hands do you have? So they're trying to retest it. When I see this goes up higher, it's like, see it from here? Soaked it up higher. So the price action went up here. Price action went up here. Try to go up higher. Price action is going lower. Price action is going lower. We're going a little higher, but what happens? If this breaks down, we're visiting right here. That's a fact. We are visiting 6.5. Is that a bad thing? I'll talk about that here in a bit. But the absolute lowest I could see Pulsechain going is this right here. The worst case scenario, in my opinion. Why? Take the top of the head mark right there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's our first 85% dip. 85% top. Now, if you watch Richard Hart's stream, he'll always say 85% dips are in the game. 85% dips are in the game. Blah, 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 blah. 85% dips are in the game. Right now, we are currently sitting at 70% from the top. Or from the bottom. Yeah, from the top. So, is this it? I don't know. I don't know. It looks like the sell volume is going down. So, when you look down here, you can see that the sell volume is slowly getting lower and lower and lower. It means there's less sales happening. Lower and lower. So, maybe we not make here. Maybe we get one capitulation candle. Maybe it happens between July 3rd and July 10th when the Bitcoin candle happens. And you just see one whale just capitulate and it gets soaked up and then just keeps on going. And you got wrecked. I am definitely going to cut this if that happens during the July 3rd and July 10th.
This will be getting cut up.
But
yeah.
what I'm saying is, worst case scenario is this. And here's why. This is why I think this. Let me take my Twitter. Pulsechain sacrifice chart. Now these have been floating around all through, Twitter. So let me share my screen again. Bam, bam, bam. Right here, guys. Majority of people that sacrifice for Pulsechain sacrifice $100. You hear me?
Yep.
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't hear you. Hold on, something just happened. That was weird.
Can you hear me? Yo, check, mic check. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah.
Can
you hear me?
Audio.
Guys, say in the comments if you can hear me. Type in Ian. They can hear both of us.
Okay. Man,
All right, you get kind of quieter.
I couldn't hear you. My AirPods just like went out on me.
Okay.
So as you can see here, the average person sacrificed $100. But then probably the next biggest one that kind of pays attention is anywhere from these 1,000 to 10,000 people. But when I see these whales dumping, there's not many of them. There isn't many whales. Let's just say I will call a whale anyone that sacrificed 100,000 or more is what I'll call a whale. They got pretty big bonuses, close to 2x on their bonus. But the biggest whale up in here, which is more than that amount, their price to come to break even is 0.00004. So if 85% from the top is 0.000045, I do think that there's enough buy pressure. Like these guys, I don't think are selling that much more. Not for 20%, 30% profits. Do they get scared? Potentially. And that would be that capitulation candle where a lot of these guys get scared. But where a lot of this selling pressure is coming from are really these guys. 100,000, 2,500, 5,000, 10,000, 25,000, 50,000 people. This group right here is where I think the majority of the selling pressure is coming from. Your $100 guys probably are people testing out the transaction. Did it make it to the OA wallet, the sacrifice wallet? That's probably what you're getting a lot of these guys. 500 to 1,000, probably more the reality. These people right here, logically, want to become millionaires. So I don't think these are probably the biggest believers in becoming millionaires. So I don't think they necessarily need this money because the 500 went to $1,500, 1,000 went to $3,000, and 2,500 went to $7,500. Unless you really need that amount, I don't know if these guys are the ones selling right now. If they are, you deserve to get wrecked. You're going to learn a lesson this cycle. These guys right here, now they got, they got some profit on them. Do I take out half? Do I take out my bonus? Do I take out 10%? That's what we're seeing right now. I think we're seeing these guys take out that profit. We saw one of Rackham. We don't know if it was Rackham's wallet or if it was one of his pooled people, but we saw them sell 25 billion pulse. Well, that's probably just a percentage of their pulse, or they needed that money and it was so much money. They're like, all right, I need it for whatever reason. That's these people. But for them to get out and just break even at this amount right now, you're very inexperienced and don't know what you're doing. And I do think that is starting to dry up and run out. So you might get one more capitulation from one of these guys where they just get wrecked. Maybe this $100,000 guy, this $250,000 guy, or maybe this $500,000 guy sells half, 75% of their bag because they're very afraid that the market is going to $10,000. They're in and over their heads. They're not experienced, but they have the money to do so, to wreck the chart. That one seller sells, and then all these people kick in, blah, 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 buy it back up. And that person can no longer get their position again. Not to mention, Pulsechain is now at $15 billion, or 15 billion pulse have been burnt. So the more they do that, the more pulse that gets burnt, which means it's easier to pump the price on the other side. So this is why I also believe that 0.000045, which is 85% down from the top, that's the lowest we're going. I don't see us going lower than that, which would mean all these guys are just selling more than what they need to be selling. And I don't see that happening because there was a lot of money that came in and bought all these guys' sales up over the last month. And we're only a month in, and we're only down, 20% from the Saks price? It's not bad. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, here's ML with a $50 donation. He's clarifying what he was talking about. Basically, you put in Pulse and take out Pulse. If you were the last person to buy, you win the jackpot. Each buy increases the timer for the jackpot, and then you earn dividends for each person who buys after you. So it's kind of like a...
What's the ticker, though? Is it a website or is it a ticker?
It is a website.
Pulse FOMO. Sound like y'all trying to get me.
You just got to connect your wallet, give your C phrase. No, I'm just kidding. But hold on, he had another explanation. I thought it was. Did he just? Oh yeah, he did. He just gave another $50 donation, so we appreciate it. No coin for Pulse FOMO. No coin for Pulse FOMO.
It's just a website. I'm seeing a lot of website. It's not coins. These are websites, and I'm seeing a lot of websites starting to pop up that aren't related to coins. Maybe we're starting to see something. Maybe it's got something to do with SEC. I don't know. But I am starting to see a lot of website game theories happening. So,
yeah.
But yeah, it basically just seems like a well, kind of a Ponzi, but more like a casino type deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gambling.
Definitely. We'll check it out after the show. And then we got Goo God with the $50 donation. Reaper, I believe it's on. I took a quick look at it. It is on ETH.
Not beating that raptor.
You want to bring it up, or you want me to?
I got it here.
Okay. Raptor's killing it.
Reaper isn't bad. Locked for 6 months, 91,000, good liquidity. Holders 224, really 404. No bots.
Someone resurrected FOMO 3D.
4 hour. Looks good. 1 hour. Well, it needs to get a new all-time high, or it's just gonna be a double top. So it needs to get over that hump. Seems like that hump, like see how it's getting sold off right here.
Yeah.
That double top is gonna be the hard part. So you need to get over that hump, establish that hump, retest that hump, and then go up.
And just to clarify, two people in the chat are saying, do never connect your wallet to any website.
No,
This could be legit. I don't know. But if you want to do like a mining website or any of that, new browser, new wallet, do not connect your main wallet to something like that.
That's why I say trying to set me up. I was like, yeah, no. Nah, it could be good, but I'm just not gonna mess with it.
It could kill it. But yeah.
Let's see here. Reaper. Let's get some more on Reaper here. Present, stop share, present, share screen, Reaper. The harvester of dead tokens. Swap your tokens from a dead project and receive a 15% bonus if you hold for at least 4. So I've seen these before. I always think the name of the coin was called Reaper. I don't know. Anyone has a finder's fee of up to $200 to anyone bringing a dead project over to Reaper. Yeah, I mean, it basically revives the dead tokens.
How does it do that?
Probably gives it liquidity and gets it going.
Bro, Pulse is starting to move up.
We offer an incentive for your community to swap your dead tokens to Reaper. Anyone swapping and holding for a minimum of 48. So basically, you take the dead tokens, you get an additional, for whatever it's worth, you get an additional 15% of Reaper. Yeah, I've seen these before.
Gotcha.
That's basically what it does. Not a bad chart though.
Yeah, it looks good. Thank you.
Q&As. Any more Q&As?
Bubble map waiting on updates, APIs, great for new live pairings. No marketing yet.
Bubble map. Bubble map.
What's CA? Oh, is that Canadian?
Canadian.
Yeah. He made sure it was $50. So is the coin called Bubbles?
I guess.
Let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. Try this one.
Looks a little rough. It's below starting price. It's probably
so there was probably pre-sale.
Not a lot of volume going on with it.
Yeah, we got 1K in volume. Bubbles. Let me make sure I can share the website. Here we go. Let's check out the website. Huh. So it's just showing like.
Yeah, need more information.
Yeah. Is this just like Ben? I don't know. You have to check it out. It's kind of looking like almost like maybe like a Dex. Obviously, like let's see if we look up Reaper. I don't know. Yeah, have to look into it more though. But appreciate the donation. But yeah, man, we got Shill Tank tomorrow. Excited for that one, man. We're just busting through it, going through a ton of projects. Did you just call me, bro? Did you butt down me or?
Probably.
Oh,
I just butt down you.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, we'll check it out more. And yeah, Shill Tank tomorrow, guys. If you guys know a dev, if you know a community member, a good project with potential, come up on the show tomorrow. Pitch your project. Follow the 3 simple rules. You guys know the deal. It is Shill Tank. We are now an hour and 20 minutes into our show. And yeah, guys, just be ready for all scenarios. Mentally and financially prepared to buy the dip if that's what you have, if that's your financial means. Like for me, I'm legit selling my rental so I have money and that I can buy the dip. I believe there will be more gains than holding this house and then potentially buying more houses after. That is my goal, my game plan. And I'm preparing myself mentally and financially for the worst scenario, the best scenario, and everything in between. So, yeah, I'm excited, man. I got my game plan. I hope, you know, probably by the time I close on my house is going to be right around that time of your prediction, July 3rd through the 10th. So, man, if all the stars align, that could be that would be awesome.
I mean, we can go straight down or straight up from here. So, like,
yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's like, I'm preparing your mind. I'm not saying, hey, this is going to happen, but the scenario, the worst case scenario is eyeing up to that 3 to 4 weeks is going to be a buying opportunity. And whether it's just a dead cat bounce to go down further, I don't think that's happening. I think right now something's lining up on the weekly time frame of Bitcoin to say, hey,
oh gosh,
you're either about it or not about it. And if you're not, you're going to get left behind. And that could start now. Anywhere from now to July 13th, the week of July 13th, that time period is, do you have what it takes to last in this crypto market?
And
it's time to earn your stripes, peeps.
And to capitalize. And to capitalize the most you can, because you can maximize your gains or you can just get a few 10x, 50x, 100x. I mean coins, which is amazing, but maximize your gains, guys. So
all about maximizing.
All right, brother. Well, good stream, guys. Thank you for everyone for the donations showing up. We had over 200 people in here at once live. And tune into Shill Tank. Bring the updates. If they're good updates, bring the new projects that just launched. Bring the old projects that are starting to take off. Bring us good stuff. We're going to probably do a fast-paced Shill Tank, so we're going to have lots of time to bring up the projects, follow the rules, and we'll see you guys on tomorrow's episode of Shill Tank. We're back at our normal times, 12:30 Eastern. Later.
For those of you who want to make that change, you need some crypto to help you to make that green. Yo, they got to let your crypto king, showing you how to invest and live your dreams. So for those of you who want to make that change, you need some crypto to help you to